welcome back to an episode of We're again on the Normandy, and we have a little of a, well, ship episode right now, just to check up on everything, and maybe even finish some side missions on the Citadel while we're at it. So, let's see. No war acids, which is quite interesting.
The Geth recovered faster than we'd hoped. If it hadn't warned us, they could have wiped us out.
It has a name.
Sounds like you owe Legion an apology.
However advanced your friend is, it's still a Geth.
A Geth who just saved your fleet.
And I wish I could have known it better. But right now, we cannot afford trust. What do you need?
Well, whatever. Okay, so this is standard stuff. Anything about Admiral Zen? I don't know if there's more information here or not.
Which fleet does Admiral Zen command?
Nope. Okay, just about the fleet.
Special project. Her technical breakthroughs have put us within striking distance of the home world.
Oh.
You're not worried about her losing perspective, given her interest in the Geth?
If she can save our people, she can do whatever she wants.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thank you, Commander.
The thing is, Admiral Xan wants to use the Geth. Alright, so the distress call might be an actual mission that gets triggered. Let's see what happens.
Edi, can you clean this up?
I will try.
This is the Codex. We've lost barriers. Our comm system is jammed. Can anyone hear this? We have Geth fighters incoming.
Ooh.
Please, if anyone can hear this, we need help. We have hull breaches. Life support failing.
Well, this is definitely not good.
Raan, the Kinesh is getting swarmed by Geth fighters.
Damn it. Interceptors, divert to the Kinesh. Thank you, Commander. If you hadn't enhanced that signal, would have lost the ship.
Really? It's right next to you, and Joe's just, it's just some mumbling.
Commander?
Nope, nothing.
Thank you, Commander.
What kind of side mission is this? It's like being a space janitor or something. Wait, do we? Nope. Still nothing, Quarian. Oh yeah, Legion.
Shepard Commander, you opposed Creator Admiral Zen's attempt to confiscate our platform.
She's done enough already.
Your assistance continues to be noted.
Interesting. Well, she might be interested in the gift. The question is just, is she using them as a tool, or does she actually appreciate them being another life form in a way? But more problematic is actually the other Admiral that just shot at us on the ship, which is not good. Right. What do we have here? Geth threatening live ships.
You say Geth fighters are targeting the Quarians' live ships?
Hostile Geth fighter squadrons intend to breach the live ship's defenses. The assigned squadrons are networked to a server on Rannoch. If the live ships are damaged, the creators will lose armaments, provisions, people.
So we destroy the server?
No, Geth programs would transfer to alternate servers. They are only vulnerable through direct interface. Removing Geth from this server will prevent significant creator deaths. We will accompany you on this mission.
Back on the Dreadnought, you mentioned Geth heretics. What exactly happened to them after we blew up that satellite?
Rewriting the heretics increased the number of Geth allied with the old machines. This has resulted in a greater number of hostile Geth platforms.
So you're saying it was a mistake?
It has put us at a tactical disadvantage. This was not a foreseen outcome, but we cannot change a decision once it is made. Do you harbor regrets about rewriting the heretics?
Well, they could have been allies.
The Quarians hit first. If we get rid of the Reaper signal, maybe this war doesn't have to end with everyone destroyed.
An interesting notion. Most organics would not hold on to ideals of peace for so long.
Well, they're the only ideals that count, isn't it?
The Geth have fought the Quarians before. What made this different?
The Geth were building a megastructure to house all Geth, store all memories. It was to end our isolation from each other.
And the Quarian flotilla attacked it?
Yes. A significant amount of programs were installed when creators began bombing. We did not have sufficient surplus hardware to save them all. Some programs could not be recovered.
That's... It's kind of weird thinking about a program as dying in this case.
Is that what made the Geth desperate enough to work for the Reapers?
Yes. Imagine that for every one of your people lost on Earth, your own intelligence dimmed. The Creator's attack narrowed the Geth's perspective. Self-preservation took precedence.
You were afraid you'd be wiped out.
We do not experience fear as you would, but we have no desire to be exterminated.
Even if the Reapers cost the Geth free will?
That is evidently an acceptable trade.
In this case, it's a different understanding of the situation. The Geth, well, they want to maximize their intelligence by having more platforms connected with one another. If some of them die or are deactivated, then that reduces their intelligence, therefore it reduces the parameter, and this is not what they want. This is not what their, well, you can't really say desire, but anyway, they have a function that wants to maximize that, and in this case, or where this is part of its maximization function, and a higher intelligence is needed in order to maximize that. That's why. Whatever that goal function or reward function is, this is the thing that makes the Geth actually do things. The question is, what is it that they want? Why can't we actually ask them that? That's weird. Anyway,
what did you do after you left the Normandy?
Our physical platform returned to the Geth consensus beyond the Perseus Veil. Data gathered during our mission confirmed that the old machine's return was imminent. We planned for war.
So the Geth believed your proof that the Reapers were coming back?
Of course.
That must have been nice.
Yeah, we don't have that kind of behavior. Is not good. Okay, Reaper's mind, oi?
What was interfacing with a Reaper like?
The old machine took total control of our sensory equipment, our networking. Even then, we could not fully comprehend them. They are magnitudes above us. A single thought was immense, overwhelming, unknowable.
Interesting. So, maybe it's not actually a single thought, but a stream of thoughts, smaller ones. But maybe they just think differently. It's just in the end, it kind of depends how the information is sent or processed. You can think of this as either like a 1 and a 0, or a connection and not a connection, or whatever. You can think of this as binary or like a digital kind of code there. Just give it a number. In the end, it's a number. So this number means this, another number means another thing. So in this case, the Geth just overloading just means there are so many numbers and such quick a change of number that they just can't put all of those numbers through their processes, therefore understand what that means. That's basically what it could mean.
You're making them sound godlike.
Their forms are advanced but mundane. We do not view the old machines as analogs to deities. However, we have gained perspective on why others would imbue them with these qualities.
In this case, a deity is... kind of depends on what you think a deity is. For the Turians, deities don't really exist, but some kind of spirits. Something that kind of lives inside like a person or like a group of people. Similar kind of behavior. In the end, also some kind of program, so to speak. But... yeah, some kind of bigger thing connecting everything together. Right, so...
We'll talk later.
We will remain here.
Wonderful. And no one seems to care. Look at that. None of them were actually... I mean, there could be some of them. Some of the members over here that were part of the old Normandy, that new Legion. But I don't think it's a site that is usual. I mean, there are like Krogans, Solarians, whatever up here. So, what bigger difference does a Geth make?
I haven't heard any news about that Reaper base. Hopefully they'll give us a target soon.
Wait a minute. Tali's history, her history, back with the Quarians? I did question her about all of that, didn't I?
So how did you end up back with your fleet?
Yeah, same thing.
When the war
Don't sell yourself short.
Do I have...
The board needed your expertise. You needed the authority that comes.
How is it being back with the fleet?
Right now, it's exhausting. I'm an Admiral. I just want us to get out of this alive. Everything else...
Talk to you later, Tali.
Yeah.
Sure.
All of this is basically normal now. Wait a minute. Admiral Raan. Sometimes there's different interactions that happen once you...
I know we need allies, but it's tough to only fight Geth when the Reapers have taken out the galaxy.
Without the fleet, we lose our supply lines. Lose your supply lines, you lose the war every time.
Yeah, kind of. If you depend on the supply lines. The interesting thing about supply lines is that Reapers don't seem to care about that.
Commander, we've got reports of trouble at a Turian fuel depot on Cyone. I've updated the galaxy map.
Okay, so N7 fuel reactors and Cyone. What about this one? Oh, look at this. The Cure. Malin Heblon. Commander Shepard, I've just heard the news you cured the genophage and that some of the females from my experiments were involved. I can't tell you how good this makes me feel. There hasn't been an hour I've not thought about what happened on Tuchanka and wondered if I did the right thing. This news validates all the pain my experiments caused. I hope one day to meet the females again and ask for their forgiveness. After you convinced Dr. Solus to spare me, I took his advice and opened a clinic on Omega. I thought it would help make amends for whatever suffering I caused. I had to leave when word got back to Clan Warlock and they put a bounty on my head for failing to deliver a cure. Maybe now they'll leave me alone. Guess this is the second time you've saved my life, Commander. With sincere appreciation, Malin Heblon. Citadel Meet Up. Jacob Taylor. Hey Shepard, this Crucible project is intense. Bryn and the others are on it around the clock. Pretty soon I'll have to make a run to the Citadel to pick up some equipment at the hospital. If you've got time, want to meet me there? Things were so crazy on Codex, it would be good to see you in a quieter place, you know. Hope to see you around, Jacob. Crucible update, Bryn Cole. Dear Commander Shepard, thank you again for all you did to get our group out of that facility on Galax. Admiral Hackett is an amazing man, and it's a privilege to work under him. The construction of the Crucible is presenting its challenges, but my team and I are determined to crack its mysteries. Although I never rely on luck in this instance, I fear we may need a little. Stay safe, Commander. I hope our paths cross again. Sincerely, Dr. Bryn Cole. Well, only in a good way, and not in a, oh, we need someone.
I've added the Quarian fleet's combat data to ours. They've got amazing technical coverage. They might even have the Solarians beat for strategic processing capability.
Eh? How?
Commander?
I mean, they could just use some hidden Geth technology that they don't want to speak about. I mean, they just created a Geth, so maybe they do have understanding of robotics.
Man, those Quarian admirals are intimidating. And if you get nervous, you can't even imagine them naked because, like, who knows? Is a tentacle monster under there? What is that? What's under there?
Good question.
Good to have Tali back, even if it's just for a bit. Adams is good, but I never feel like the engine's running right without Tali around. Kind of a good luck charm. As for the rest of the Quarians, though, are we okay with them blowing up a ship with you on it?
No, absolutely not.
We are not.
Right, just making sure. Different standards and all. And you found Legion. He's still wearing that piece of your armor? Because that wasn't creepy at all.
Shepard, the Geth continue to block Quarian access to the mass relay. The Normandy stealth drive is allowing us to remain undetected.
Right. We can hit the Quarian homeworld or get out of system whenever you want. Just let us know.
Right.
Commander?
One moment. I've been contacted by Legion.
Your new platform is inefficient. It has low-volume hydraulics and is top-heavy.
This is an infiltration unit, meant to move among organics without detection.
Without an artificial epidermis, its infiltration capabilities are ineffective.
Still, the organics do not perceive it as a threat. Nor will they until my day of reckoning.
Edi.
Did I vocalize that on the bridge?
You did. You have acquired the organic attribute of asking questions to which you already know the answers.
I see your humor heuristics still lack an expert system.
Edi is top heavy. That is good.
Hello, Shepard.
Commander?
Oh boy. That command is just absolute gold. It's top heavy. Alright, she doesn't have to say anything. That's good.
I'm liking the new you, Esteban. It's about time you loosened up a little.
Not sure how drinking mezcal late into the night makes me a better crewman.
How does it not? Keeps you heart. You need heart to fight this kind of war.
Heartburn, maybe. Seriously, could we at least get some decent tequila?
Hey, you're the procurement specialist. Set us up.
Uh-huh. There's no such thing as decent tequila. And, oh yeah, wait. I wanted to know what kind of weapon we got. Another thingy like that. Let's look at the damage over here. Predator, the Scorpion, which is a bit too heavy. Talon, and also very heavy. But it does more damage than the thing that we do right now. But there are other options. The Talon is better in terms of just pure damage. Huh. But it also has very high accuracy, very high fire rate. And wait, this is a heavy pistol. And which one was it? Yeah. Predator. No, wait, it was not the Predator. Phalanx. Yeah, this thing. What do we have here? There was a strange kind of thingy-majig that we got. Yeah, the Geth Pulse Rifle. Fire rate is fairly high, damage is fairly low, of course. What does it say? Geth Pulse Rifles are comparable to a standard stock assault rifle, but finely balanced with low recoil and incredibly high accuracy. The Pulse Rifle fires a rapid stream of lightweight slugs, which are wrapped in a phasic envelope to increase their damage. Sweet. Yeah, and then we have the Particle Rifle, which is a Prothean kind of design. So, let's see. What was the first one? The weight is just astronomical. You can carry an awful lot of ammunition with this thing, though, but the weight.
Hey, Shepard. Sounds like you guys had a crazy ride over there.
You could say that.
Sorry I missed it. And that Geth Legion. I know you two have a past, but you sure we can trust it?
Yeah, I do think so.
Legion's not like other Geth. We can trust him.
If you say so. I guess you can't always judge an individual by their species. Look at Sparks. If all the Quarians were like her, we wouldn't be stuck refereeing their war with the Geth.
Sparks?
Yeah, your Quarian friend. The jumpy one with the glowing eyes. Sparks. Crazy that they pick now to start a fight. But I guess the end of life as we know it can make everybody a little loco.
Just a little?
Hey, not everybody's as crazy as you, sir.
Noted.
I just don't get the Quarian. I really just do not get them.
Why?
Hey.
Just because you can't see in their eyes or what? Any interesting thing around here? No. Yeah, wait a minute. That arc thingamajig, I wanted to see what this one was. Was it this thing? Oh. The arc thingy. No. Yeah, there. More damage, yes. More weight. And it is the... Wait a minute. Over there. Talon's better. Yep, so much so to that. What do we got here? Procurement. Let's just check if we can buy anything more. Ooh, a scale model of a Geth fighter. Yeah, look at that. This kind of looks kind of cute. And we got a life ship. We have to buy an awful lot of this. This is just weaponry. Don't need to buy all of it, but just a little. Another bit of weapon stuff. And this is the N7 things that are breaking the bank all the time. No upgrades though. Wait a minute. There was Spectre requisitions. Then we got the Venom shotgun. Kaza fabrication has still the same stuff. No mods. Serta has nothing for us to heal with. Oh, a Karshan snapping eel. 11,000. Are you mental? Okay, we have to get this one. Batarian state arms. Yeah. That's Astra and the Acolyte and the Armor. Nope. Okay. So, what do we need? Not really up. Right. So, what do we need to get to? Remote Citadel access, Elcos Combine, and Kanala. Elcos and Kanala, I think. Yeah. Elcos and Kanala. Okay, let's write this down. Elcos Kanala. Shop. Good. I'm not gonna bite through the terminal over here, that would be a bit much. But we also got ourselves a bit more new stuff. The Dev Master's not new. Quashi. Sentry interface? No. Kestrel helmet? No. Capacity helmet? Maybe. And I was also looking into, yeah, defense and all of this stuff. And interestingly, health does not just does not automatically regenerate. I just figured that out now. So health regenerates, but only the health point that you still have active. So let's say you lost like 2 health points. You don't get them back, but you can fill the one that's still remaining a little bit. You can fill that up again automatically. But you have to use like Medigel for this. I never really thought about that. But anyway, so the only thing that you have that helps you survive would be shielding. So health boost is nice and all, but shielding does regenerate constantly. Whereas the health booster, that's somewhat different. So yeah, anyway, what do we got? The Arc Advisor, what does it do? Power damage! Yeah, look at that. Wasn't there some power no, wait. Power recharge, that's the Arc Advisor. This is weapon damage. And this one is the split thing, Mnemonic Visor, 5-5. So this one has to be a 10 then, isn't it? Yeah, power recharge speed 10%. That is actually quite nice. The thing is I have to deactivate that. The hood. The hood's pretty cool. Now the real question is, do we want to deal more damage or do we want to have better power recharge? Our damage is, we did select pretty much damage all the time. So the thing that's missing is power recharge, if anything. But what if I were to change my defense a little so that everything becomes shield or shield regeneration? Regeneration is nice, but regeneration speed. I mean, we do regenerate, we just need an opportunity for this, right? And usually it means don't get hit. What you need is a shield boost. So something that shifts health boost to shield boost. Because shields you can lose and you can get back all the time. But, yeah, it takes a little bit. Health you can only lose once. And then you have to use Medigel for that. But in this case, the thing that you need to understand is how good your numbers are. So these two things. So you have your health and you have your shields. This one is at 875, which means that number is higher. So you should focus on increasing that thing. Maybe. So do we have your health and shield booster? 10%, yada yada. Defense. Is there more defense? Offensive mastery? Well... Reputation, power, duration? Okay. We don't really need reputation bonus, we got a lot. Force and damage squad mates? Yeah. Let's think about it. What if you had an awful lot of synergy and now you could deal much more damage? Use 2 powers in a row by giving the first power a chance, yeah, to not do any cooldown. But it looks as if only fitness actually gives you better defenses overall. What about this one? Damage protection? That's a flat kind of thing. Has nothing to do with all of the rest. It reduces the damage, but it has nothing to do with like your numbers here. Fitness on the other hand. Health and shield bonuses. Yeah, this one increases the numbers that you have. Health and shield bonuses again. So if I were to get... Yeah, wait a minute. So we have 825 health. 825, this one. So we have 800, 900, makes 1,700 possible health points. Let's just put this all into... No, wait a minute. Let's just get this one in here and see what the numbers are. 825 health again. So the numbers don't actually change, which is a little weird, isn't it? A little weird. Maybe you have to reload the thing, or maybe it just doesn't work. No. Okay. What if you were to get a different one in here, like this one, the sentry interface? Save and exit. Nothing. Interesting. Interesting. So I have to switch this up. Shield regeneration, no. There's this powder. I mean, it's cool to have recharge, but I need a shield booster on the chest, though. Don't have that. Casa fabrication. So casa fabrication is shield related. This one is casa fabrication, but it's shield regeneration. I don't go for shield regeneration. So let's keep this one there. This is either shield boost or power damage or other kind of damage. We're going to go for that one. And arms and legs. Power recharge, Rosenkopf. That's good. And the more you can spam, the better for everyone, right? So if I don't get any other defense, it will stay at health. So what about the legs? Shield booster. There you go. They don't really look that nice. Look at that. They have additional lights. Rosenkopf stuff. Pretty sweet. Okay, so we switched it up a little bit. Now we have a bit more shielding. I don't know if that helps or not, but let's just keep it at it. Wait a minute, what about this one? We have 2 armor sets. This one is very mixed. Basically the same thing, but focused on armor most of the time. Do we have any casual stuff here in addition to it? No, nothing changed. Kind of miss that. But anyway. Save and exit. Alright. So let's just remember that we switched up our armor a little bit.
Commander, you flew that Geth fighter out of a dreadnought?
Actually, Legion did the piloting. I was stuck in a storage compartment with my squad.
Would have loved more time with that ship. Too bad we sent it to Hackett's team so quickly. Sir.
Right. So... Oh boy.
Breaking now. A nightmare on Earth. Human leaders using military force on their own people.
Yeah?
They say it's to prevent loose cannons from provoking the Reapers. But are they indoctrinated? The Resistance speaks out in the only place they can. The battle space.
Oh boy.
Does Dr. Chisoni ever let you in her room? 'Cause she keeps me out. Do we need to talk, Commander?
Not right now, Allers.
Let me know when we do.
Dr. Chisoni has so much information that it would overload your little network. And information that is very vital.
I couldn't believe it when Shepard told me you were on the Normandy.
It appears I have that effect on humans. Now Quarians as well, it seems.
For what it's worth, Quarians understand what it's like to lose your home.
As I understand, that was your own fault.
What do you mean?
In my sight, Quarians didn't need helmets to survive. You were the masters of your own planet.
That was a long time ago.
And if you hadn't given birth to the machines, you would still breathe the air that evolution intended.
I see. Liara warned me you weren't what she expected.
And nothing about this cycle is what I expected. Even primitive Quarians were considered attractive in my age. A pity no one can appreciate it now.
Right. You know what? I think I have something important to do now. I won't keep you.
Javik, always making friends.
They're called Geth.
Yes, a formidable opponent. Why did you allow one on this ship?
Legion helped us before.
It's still a machine.
And?
I take it you had your own problems with AI?
The Jatil. They were as the Geth are to this cycle.
What happened?
Their creators lived on a dying world. It was beyond their ability to save. So they resorted to implants to enhance their intelligence.
I think I know where this is going.
The AI seized the physical body. It could alter the genetic material at the deepest level. In time, the offspring were molded into a slave race. Few organic traces were left. They were monsters. All machines commit treachery. The one you brought on board is no different.
Mm-hmm. Well, they can, right? But in this case, how is it different from us using machines to like do our bidding? Huh? It's like the same thing. He's different for now.
Maybe, but he's not like the other Geth.
You can't know that. They are more alien than you and I are to each other.
Just because Legion isn't like us doesn't mean he can't be trusted.
You're wrong. Throw it at the airlock.
How can you be that certain?
Organics do not know how we were created. Some say by chance, some say by miracle. It is a mystery. But synthetics...
No, we created them.
And they know we are flawed.
Why do you say that?
They are immortal. We are not. They see time as an illusion. We are trapped by its limitations. Above all, machines know the reason they were created.
Edi might disagree with that, but I see your point.
They serve a purpose, while we search aimlessly for ours. In their eyes, organics have no reason to exist. Do not trust them, Commander.
Well, there's an awful lot of reason for organics to exist, as there is for a stone to exist. There's no difference there. There must be another way. Not there must. There is another way, and we just go that way.
I can't believe there isn't some way for us to coexist. We made them.
And then gave them the power to surpass you. There is room for only one order of consciousness in the galaxy. The perfection of the machines, or the chaos of the organics. Throw the machine out of the airlock, Commander.
Not gonna happen.
I have a simple rule. If a machine can speak, kill it.
Uh-huh. How is a machine actually so... What's the problem with that compared to an organism? An organism is also some kind of machine in a broader kind of sense.
The machine you call Edi. What if she sympathizes with the Geth? We should watch her carefully.
Oh no, they could be best friends.
Why have you not thrown the Legion machine out the airlock, Commander? There is still time.
Because we need it.
I still have much to learn about this cycle.
Mm-hmm.
I still have much to learn about this cycle.
Yeah. One thing being, don't throw Geth out the airlock. So... No reaction to...
Shepard.
Hello.
My board is green.
Nothing to report, Commander.
Nothing about Legion or Tali being here. I mean, do they know Tali? Yeah, they probably know that Tali's here, but she wasn't here and said hi. Not yet, at least. So, let's start over there. No one? Good. Still no one over there. The coffee is still waiting to be drunk. Usually Ash... There. Wait a minute. She hasn't seen Legion before, did she?
Heard you were back in form blasting away flashlights down there. Maybe I should be more open-minded. But I'd rather scope down some tin can than a person. I'm ranked. Right? Fine. I'll shut up.
Huh? Didn't say anything.
Still fighting Geth after all these years, huh? Humanity 1, blinky flashlights 0. Hey there. Hey there.
Right. So, no, we do this the other way, right? We finish up with Liara on that side. Dr. Chakra still wants the...
It would help all involved if you could barter a trade of medical supplies with the Citadel.
Gonna do that, just... let me some time. Okay, nothing there. Do we get Legion's ability? Can we even use Legion as a squad mate? Maybe we can. Just have to wait a little bit. And then I get myself another sniper.
Too bad you weren't here earlier, Tali. You just missed Rex.
I heard. I can't believe the genophage is really cured.
Shepard's on a roll. I figure if we can pull that off, we've got a shot at sorting the Geth out.
I don't know. The genophage didn't carry rifles and fight back.
Really?
No, but there was a scary bit with the mother of all Thresher Maws.
The what?
Long story. Nobody will believe it anyway.
With you, Garrus, I'd believe just about anything.
No? We should play poker sometime. Anyway, it's good to have you back. Now, believe it or not, this damn gun still needs calibrating.
Finally!
Shepard, you just knew the Geth would figure into this war somehow.
Because Reapers weren't enough.
Still, it's good to have Tali here. This is as much her fight as ours.
Any word from Palavan?
Some, and I don't like what I'm hearing. The Krogan are there in force, but they're just slowing the Reapers down, not stopping them. I'm not sure it's going to be enough.
You hear anything from your family?
But I did hear from Primarch Victus. He wanted my advice on fleet strength when the Crucible is ready. Still can't get used to people asking me things like that.
What did you say?
I said, at some point, we're going to have to decide if our fleets keep defending Palavan or we go on the offensive.
Can't do both?
Not with the beating we're taking. Like I said, not the sort of questions I'm used to answering.
Still.
You know what you're doing, Garrus. Trust me, everyone can see that.
Maybe. But you spend so much time on the outside trying to get in, and when you do, it's not what I expected.
How so?
All the questions, and every one of them with a million lives riding on the answer.
You do the best you can with what you know. It's no different than your days at CSEC.
You're right. Though I'm starting to understand why the galaxy needs cold-hearted dictators every now and then.
They get things done?
They don't give a damn about the consequences. Suppose that's what it's going to take, Shepard. The ruthless calculus of war. 10 billion people over here die, so 20 billion over there can live. Are we up for that? Are you?
That's actually very interesting. So sacrificing people for others to survive. The thing is, do you go for the greatest amount of people? Or do you just go for survival? Because that means that you can sacrifice as many people as you want, pretty much, as long as you still have a population that is able to reproduce, well, for an indefinite amount of time, pretty much. So you don't want to have a too low gene pool so that it kind of like bottlenecks itself out. You need something that's big enough so that a reasonably high amount of mutation can occur, so that there's always new gene material introduced into the population. But yeah, you need to hit a certain threshold with this. But that takes time. Anyway, in this case, we do behave like a cold-hearted dictator, right? We just kind of think that letting everyone live is like the highest goal, and this is why they must like adhere to this rule. It's in a way not really different from the other stuff. It just feels like good, but it's in the end not really different.
If we reduce this war to arithmetic, we're no better than Reapers.
A nice sentiment. Let's hope we can live by it. Tali's a welcome face around here. Or, well, a welcome face behind the helmet, I guess. If the Geth still think Reapers are some sort of god, This war must be heaven to them. Maybe later. Maybe later.
Joker, really? I have work to do.
Oh, come on, it's just one simple question.
Then look it up on the extranet.
You can't believe everything you find there. It's more reliable to ask a friendly Asari.
I'm not telling you if my hair tentacles move.
Fine. Deny me the answer I've been seeking for years. With this war on, we could die at any second, you know?
Joker, really? I have work to do.
Oh, come on, it's just one simple question.
Then look it up on the extranet.
You can't believe everything you find there. It's more reliable to ask a friendly Asari.
I'm not telling you if my hair tentacles move.
Okay, so let's just recap that. Either we side with Joker and probably say, oh, it's not that big of a deal, just answer the question. And we are also interested in if they move or not. And the other one is Liara is getting pestered with, well, kind of annoying questions. But yeah, maybe there's some deeper connection or whatever with it. But in the end, who do we side with? Actually, we have to side with Joker here because I want to know if the head tentacles like move or not. But in the grand scheme of things, like, do you have to answer every single question? Kind of depends. But in this case, how many questions did Joker ask beforehand, though? This is actually the question that needs answering. All right. Support Liara. No, we are not. Where's Joker? Support. I have to move a little bit so that there.
You know he's gonna keep bothering you until you tell him.
They're semi-flexible cartilage-based scalp crests that grow into shape, and they don't flop around.
Yes. Thanks, Liara. I gotta tell Vega I was right.
Well, at least he's making friends.
Okay. What do we have here? Smuggler Manifest youngest system. Operative Morat has sent smuggler manifests of an Athabasca-class freighter to authorities in the youngest system. The manifest follows 8,000 tons of dextro amino food supplies, 16,000 tons of levo amino acid food supplies, 200,000 tons of platinum stamped ingots, and 12 Alliance fighter craft inactive mothballs on low deck. 12 Hierarchy interceptor craft inactive mothballed on low deck. 300 indentured workers, slaves from Karshan, recaptured, attempt to escape Reapers, mainly Batarian. Authorities will seize the freighter in 2 hours. Per the broker's request, the youngest government has agreed to provide the slaves asylum and certificates of citizenship in exchange for future favors rendered. Bureaucracy, absolutely unnecessary. We live in a galactic civilization. This stuff should not even be an issue. Think about it. You have an infinite amount of planets. Well, maybe not an infinite amount of planets, but you have a decent amount of planets and a decent amount of space. Why is that an issue? Anyway, correspondence from classified Alliance project staff. Dr. Locke, I was working on that problem you sent me last night, and I think I've found a solution for synchronizing the Crucible energy burst punch the attached capacitor redesign into your projections. It should shave 3.6 milliseconds of the Mass Effect field's activation time. You can see where that leads. If you approve, I'll send the schematics to manufacturing. We'd need roughly 250,000 by tomorrow morning for testing. Dr. Cole. So many! Okay. So let's talk to Liara.
Perhaps we can talk later. Perhaps we can talk later.
Really?
Dr. Tassoni found useful information in the data you recovered, Commander.
Yeah, there's an awful lot of information all over the place all the time. Let's check in the cabin. Let's see if we can invite somebody. No. Let's do... Because we can actually get the squad selection in here. Can I... That's not going to work. Alright. Accept. So... The thing that I actually wanted to do was adjust their skills, but maybe you have to go into the health room, like Medibay, whatnot. Well, that's a little weird. So let's read up on a little bit in the Codex, because there's still some open entries. Let's see, planets and locations. Cyone, a fortified world under Cyone, a fortified world under the protection of several Asari matriarchs, has begun to supply fuel to Systems Alliance forces in the hope that an Asari-human partnership might prevent the Reapers from seizing the planet. Alliance forces have since established several outposts in the system. The humans at Asari have been joined by a small detachment of Turians drawn from the private militia of a corporate conglomerate that does business with Cyone. The free species are so determined to defend Cyone that integration issues have been negligible. The task force has already thrown back several Reaper attacks, although the commanders express concern that small Reaper forces could have slipped through despite their vigilance. And more about the Reaper War, the miracle of Palavan. The Turian and Krogan counterattack on Palavan combined deception, courage, and tenacity. First, the Turians leaked a false battle plan that drew on the same tactics they used at the beginning of the assault on Palavan. Then, the Dreadnought Indomitable faked a problem with its drive core, coming out of FTL near Palavan's moon, Menai. 3 other Dreadnoughts and their attendant fleets deployed to assist Indomitable, a tempting target that drew the Reaper capital ships away from Palavan. Turian troops transports then entered the Palavan's atmosphere to release shuttles, gliders, and individual soldier capsules. The Reapers did not understand the seriousness of the threat at first. Those that detected the landing craft sent husks and collector swarms to intercept them, but little more. This allowed Krogan commandos to link up with Palavan's resistance and hand over their payloads, war bombs, and fission weapons. In simultaneous strikes across the globe, Reaper ships began to explode. Turian resistance members had managed to smuggle the bombs inside when the Reaper processing ships, troops, transports, and even destroyers and capital ships had opened their structures to indoctrinate Turian leaders. Large swaths of territory fell back into Turian and Krogan control. News of the victory gave a much-needed boost to the morale of the Turian resistance and the galactic public. But the action was not without sacrifice. Turian insurgents gave their lives to ensure the explosive detonated, and the processing centers they destroyed were full of civilians who died just as surely as if they had been harvested. Of the death, General Minin Resvirix said, "Whatever they were in life, their deaths had no equal. They are worthy of joining the spirit of Palavan itself." Well, in this case, it's just nice words in order to make their actions feel somewhat okay, but does it make it any better? Maybe, maybe not. That's just kind of really weird. But anyway, what a downer. Let's see. Hopefully we can actually be better people the next time around. Alright, like and subscribe right now, and let's continue from on here in the next episode. Depending on... No, the Citadel stuff happens later. Right now we're just going to focus on the whole Gav situation. Yeah, as I said, like and subscribe. Ta-ta!